Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum has broken above structural resistance and has now approached basically the next Fibonacci level here, 3,800 on the larger scale, but it follows currently very nicely our forecast and projection here towards the 8 to 12K area. We're now at a pivotal point on the smaller time frame. There is a key level to watch that the price is currently consolidating below. We're going to take a look at that, but we haven't looked at the daily chart for a few days, so it shows you there is still decent upside potential. And yeah, we should be getting to 8 to 12K eventually, right? So let's see if we eventually get there. Could always go a little higher, and we don't need to get there in a very direct way, but it seems like we have seen the period of deep pullbacks, and we might be heading to the upside according to this roadmap. Actually, if we really are already in a third of a third wave, I will at some point have to adjust these fibs. It's not entirely clear yet, so we might shift everything a little bit higher. Okay, so my view is still that ETH has more to catch up, and it's doing that, but we are not yet at all-time high territory like Bitcoin. Bitcoin already up here, basically, Ether not yet. So my view is that we should be getting into that mid to high $4,000 region very directly if, let's go to the smaller time frame, here, we break above 3,741. That was the next Fibonacci resistance level I made you aware about. Ether isn't really getting rejected there, so Ether is still pushing. And yeah, let's talk about the structure. I mean, already a while ago, we talked about, I think it was the 3,100 threshold level. And we talked about, okay, if that level breaks, we are likely already in this third wave here. Okay, now that we are in this third wave, the next question is, do we see another nice 5-wave pattern in wave 3? Or are we also going to see a very direct pathway to the upside without any deep pullbacks? Now, that threshold that needs to be crossed for that is 3,741. We are already testing that level, so it indicates if we get a sustained break above that level, I have to assume we are not going to see those subdivisions. We are already in the main element of the third wave rally into the mid to high 4K region. Something that has to be considered. The relevant support area is between 3,044 and $3,382. We're not even close to it. So it could very much be that we go up more directly. I'm still showing you the potential of a pullback here, but it's very much possible that if we see a break above that $3,741 level, that this here, all of this is a series of 1-2 setups, and we're just going up directly. Okay, that is something that cannot really be predicted, but there are certain levels on the chart that Elliott Wave help us understand cause this more direct rally. It just indicates there are certain, I mean, essentially those Fibonacci levels, they are mathematical representations of market sentiment. So if certain levels get broken, we know that we are likely already in the more direct move to the upside. It's something that I've been highlighting for many weeks, and it is something that has to be considered, therefore ideally not reducing position sizes too much in light of that great opportunity that lies ahead of us still. So if we are, however, if we get a pullback, yeah, in wave 2, then we can look at the yellow area here. But even here, I think another 4-5 pattern would be needed to complete wave 5 of this wave 1. That would probably lead to a break above 3,741. Okay, if it's just a wick above it, I don't think it's a problem. Again, I'm talking more about a sustained break of that level that would rather trigger that. If we get a wick above it, followed by a rejection, maybe like Bitcoin, a wick to all-time high territory, then a rejection, that could send both down in a correction. And then Ether could start a third of a third wave rally afterwards. But it's obviously already very likely that we are in the heart of the third wave rally already. But I will not be able to, let's say, confirm that until we get a sustained break above 3,741. That means if we break that level, maybe after another wave 4 setback, if we break above that level, and then consolidate or go up more directly, yeah, I mean, then I will stop looking for a wave 2, and we are likely already very directly in that move up. The trend is up against 3,044. The question is only, will the market offer us such a pullback? It's worth watching for it, but probably not anymore once we have broken and sustained above 3,741, because then it can send us very directly into the mid to high $4,000 region. Very, very bullish, this chart. You can also add a trend line maybe here that offers additional support, but it's not very well defined. It's a bit choppy. Let's see if there is anything that, yeah, it doesn't really, maybe here. Yeah, I mean, we're moving away from that trend line even, right? We're moving away from that trend line, but possibly if we get a pullback, it could act as support. We'll see. I just leave it on the chart as additional information. At least we have 3 to 4 touch points here. So it's something to, but it's not great. Because then, maybe we'll leave it on the chart. We'll see if there is a reaction, but probably I'll take it off again. It doesn't seem like a very relevant trend line to me, because we're moving away from it anyway. And yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, the subdivisions are on the chart. It doesn't need to follow it directly. Obviously, keep an eye on that 3,741 level. We've broken above the last structural resistance, now consolidating just below that level. No sign of really a rejection. And yeah, Ether probably still has quite a lot to catch up. And we haven't really seen that phase where Ether is starting to outperform Bitcoin. If it actually happens, I mean, that's something the ETH BTC chart will answer for us. We're not in that phase yet, not clearly at least. But yeah, overall looking good for ETH. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.